What's going on, y'all? Here's the programming challenge solution for annual high temperatures in C++. So first things first, I need to create a few variables. I got a float variable called temp rise percent, and that's set equal to we'll say 2. And then here I have a float variable, a few float variables. This one is called New York temp, and that's set equal to I don't know, 87. And then here is Denver temp, and then we'll set that equal to 75. And then we have Phoenix temp, and we'll set that equal to 90. All right, and then here I'm just going to output that information to the user. Put a line break there. All right, so just for programming purposes, I'm going to put input right here. We'll see that as the information that is for the user. This is actually an output right here. And then underneath there, I'm going to have a process. And then I'm going to have another output. All right, so this output right here is just going to output this information right here to the user to let them know what the old temperatures are. Oops. And you can fast forward this to the next section. Going to be typing this out. New York. Oops. And the next one is Denver. And then Phoenix, Phoenix. And then tab, actually colon, and L. All right. There's an error right here. What does that mean? What am I missing? Let me tab this across. Let's say expected expression. Oh, okay, there's a comma missing up here. And L. Actually, I don't think I need a comma there. I'm thinking that they're variables. I got confused there. All right, so the next, so this is gonna output the old temperatures. Oops, I'm missing the old temperatures. So here I'm gonna put New York temp, and then Denver temp. And the reason why I'm putting this output first is because I want to show you guys that after the output, I'm going to change the variables. These variables here, they're going to be changed here. So they're going to, this output and then this output and then this output, they're going to be different numbers, even though they're going to be different numbers because they've been processed. I'm just showing you that these variables can be changed throughout the program, and this one not necessarily because it's a constant variable. I messed that up there. So Denver temp. This one is New York temp. And this is just blank right here. All right, I messed that up. Okay, and then after this one, we have Phoenix, Phoenix temp. There it is. And I put a line break. Okay, so and then nextly for the processing area, that I'm going to show a 2% raise. So this is going to be a 2% raise. So if I need to, so each variable, so New York temp is going to be set equal to the New York temp, which is in this case 87. So New York, the new New York temp, this variable is going to have a new value, and it's going to be set equal to the current New York temp plus the temp rise percent. So the way I do that is I add, put some parentheses, and me put a semicolon. So it's going to be added to the New York temp multiplied by, put another set of parentheses, the temp rise percent divided by 100. Okay. So this divided by 100 portion right here, let me just put a comment. So this right here, the temp rise percent, right here, the temp rise percent is actually, I'm turning this from a decimal, I'm sorry, from a percentage, which looks like that on paper, into an actual decimal. So 2% is 0.02, right? So that's what this particular calculation is right here. So I'm turning 2 into 0.02, and I'm going to do this for every single temperature. So here I need Denver. So so one thing tool that I use is I highlight this and I press Command D, and it highlights every instance of that word. So I'm going to change this to Denver. Right, just like so, and then this one right here, Command D, and then I'm going to change this to Phoenix, Phoenix, temperature. All right, so that changes all these. Okay, so the last thing I need to do is output that information back to the user. So I'm just going to take this information right here, this statement right here, and paste it right here. And I'm going to put new temps. And that's it. So these variables are already there. So these variables right here are going to output these numbers. Then they're going to change. Then they're going to output the new numbers right there. All right. So the more you practice with this, the better you'll get at it. The more you'll understand it as you continue to practice it. All right. So I'm just going to open up a terminal. Come over here to the Explorer. Right click on the file that I'm working on, which is 000.cpp. Open integrated terminal. There's my terminal down there. All right, here's the file folder that I'm in. C++ to compile it. Enter the file name, C++, cpp, enter, and then run the program ./.a.out, hit enter. All right, and here's the old temps right here, and here's the new temps.